in a replay, goals from Brian Greenough, Stuart Pearson and Sammy McElroy. Well, another 3-2 either way would certainly continue the day's theme. There has been some superb sporting drama. The Wolves team has cut-keeper John Ruddy in goal. At the back, Roman Saiz stays in despite Ryan Bennett being available for the FA Cup. Dendoncker, Ruben Neves and João Moutinho have become the established midfield since the turn of the year. And in Diogo Jota and Raul Jimenez, they have an in-tune front two, with Jimenez in form. He's looking to score for a third game in a row. Manchester United also go with their cut man in goal, Sergio Romero. Diogo Dalot is at right back with Ashley Young out suspended. Ander Herrera is back in the middle of it all after 4 games missing with a hamstring injury. And the same goes for Jesse Lingard, who will get forward to support Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. It is Martial's first start for more than a month. The noise is quite terrific. Manchester United fans really did bring the noise in the last round away to Chelsea. But I think they're going to be pretty much matched by the home supporters this evening. The Wolves fans are in fine voice. Martin Keown is alongside me to enjoy this, and Martin, you've been enjoying the form of Raul Jimenez.
He is a real talent, makes fantastic runs off the ball, 14 goals to his credit this season, and he really is a player that's going to be a handful today for that Manchester United defence.
And Jesse Lingard's always a handful when he's fit.
He is, question mark on his fitness. He knows his manager really backs him, and he will play a vital role for them tonight, full of energy, running from midfield.
Martin Atkinson is the referee for this one. Stephen Child and Constantine Hatzidakis will run the lines, and VAR is in operation. Chris Kavanagh is the man with his finger on the buttons. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, twice an FA Cup winner. How he would dearly love to lead Manchester United out at Wembley at the end of the season. It's got to be Manchester United to get the evening's entertainment underway. Jesse Lingard has the first kick of the ball. It's the old goal against the Red Devils. The smoke from the flares has just about drifted off in the wind, and the wind might play a part, Marty, because it's swirling around. There's still a bit of rain in the air too. Really difficult conditions. It's been raining, hasn't it, since, well, about 12 o'clock this afternoon. It started to rain. It's been still raining, so certainly a very wet top out there, treacherous conditions. Ander Herrera, Chris Smalling, Luke Shaw playing for the 100th time in a Manchester United shirt. And when you think about the injury problems he had when he first joined the club from Southampton, and indeed in the last couple of seasons, it's good to see him get to the century. Didn't look likely for a while.
Starting to play well now, isn't he? He's starting to purr under that confidence given to him by the manager.
Back with Victor Lindelof.
Interesting, Martial was playing really wide, isn't he, on that left-hand side. Lingard playing central with Rashford. It's sort of a 4-2-4 set up for Manchester United.
There's Pogba. Moutinho, and Neves turns it back to Connor Cody. Cody will get it away before Lingard puts him under too much pressure, but it's out for a United throw.
Connor Cody there, that's his favourite pass out to Doherty. He's a willing runner. When they're in possession, Wolves, those wide players really push on, high and wide.
I saw the numbers this week, and Cody to Doherty is the combination that has the highest number of successful long passes between two players in the Premier League this season, and Neves to Doherty isn't far behind. It shows what a good player for Wolves Matt Doherty is.
Well, and they keep making it, and the opposition don't seem to be able to stop it.
Smalling, Diogo Jota, just making him hurry, and now Jimenez is trying to do the same to Lindelof. Shaw, Pogba, Shaw, Martial had to be strong. Wolves were stronger. Diogo Jota. Jimenez. Play it back with the right amount of pace on the pass, and this time challenge later. It's a free kick to Manchester United.
No, took too long in possession there. Shaw getting in nice and quickly. Sure it was that bad, really. It was a follow through, wasn't it? Interesting there that Dendoncker was making a run, really good run from deep. He'll do that most of the evening.
Lindelof. Small. Looking for Lingard. Lingard collects it. There's support from Darlow now. And Herrera. Lingard. He's challenged by Connor Cody and straight back to his feet to get the ball moving again quickly. Martial hasn't moved much further infield than that tonight yet.
I think they're looking for a sort of 2v1 on the sides, aren't they, Manchester United, to outnumber Wolves.
Smalling had enough time to find Sergio Romero. Shaw. For Smalling, Manchester United dominating possession of the ball.
Well, they are, because Wolves are actually going into a 5. Quite happy just to drop off onto that back line.
Pogba. Wolves don't mind this. They are a team that are quite happy to sit back and then try to hit you on the counter as quickly as they can. Didn't Chelsea find out about that again last weekend? Smalling. And Herrera. Rashford was calling for the ball, not quite in the right place in which to receive it.
Keeping it nicely, aren't they, at the moment? Manchester United, you're getting good touches of the ball early on here.
Here's Shaw. Pogba trying to hold off Roman Saiz. Martial. Lingard. Pogba.
Dendoncker there, wasn't he? Stuck to his task. That's what Wolves will do. They'll work really hard out of possession. Quite happy then to spring forward, and they're just not able to get good enough possession when they win it back at the moment.
Nemanja Matic. Here's Luke Shaw. Shaw will get there and pull it back. It was just missed. And only just missed by Marcus Rashford in the middle. Pogba. Joe Moutinho. Flipped up towards Diogo Jota. Smalling comes in. And the howls from the Wolves supporters suggest they think it was an unfair challenge. I don't think anybody else does.
I think it was one of those early reducers, as we call them, just putting down his marker, getting in nice and tight. They're trying to smother Wolves, actually, not allowing them to build anything at the moment.
The reducers have reduced since your playing days. I don't think it's a coincidence.
What are you trying to say?
There's Pogba. Roman Saiz times the challenge well.
We're doing plenty of that. Saiz tends to sit a little bit deep in that midfield for Wolves.
Pogba. Shaw. Martial. Darlow's moved in. Wolves have got the ball out. And now Diogo Jota will try and give Smalling the hurry up. Smalling, since returning from a foot injury in February, has been pretty much foot perfect for Manchester United.
And I actually think he's very unlucky not to be in the England squad as well, because you look at the way he played against PSG. Mbappe, probably his most difficult opponent this season, doesn't get near the England squad.
Luke Shaw. Rashford was waiting. An important header from Cody. Now Bolly. Moutinho. Ruben Neves. And here's Bolly. Ruben Neves. Doherty. Neves again. Lingard's closing in.
So many good footballers in that midfield for Wolves, isn't there? Neves, Moutinho.
They are a team with such midfield passing ability. Can't be many in the Premier League better than the man on the ball now, João Moutinho.
Portugal's third ever caps player, by the way.
And there's Ruben Neves, who might catch him one day. Into Jimenez. João Moutinho. Here's Johnny. Bolly. Wolves' best spell on the ball so far.
Just got to keep moving it, Wolves, haven't they? Quickly. They're quite happy playing diagonal balls when they get the chance.
João Moutinho. Doherty. Clipped up Jimenez way. Supported by Dendoncker. Ruben Neves. Wolves are getting going.
Starting to open up their play now, Wolves.
Diogo Jota. Johnny. Diogo Jota couldn't get past the outstretched leg of Matic. That was a good tackle, and now he tries to surge on. And he finds Rashford. Martial is over on the left. He's unmarked at the moment. Rashford keeps it. Pogba gets it now and goes for goal, and Ruddy can pull his hand away and watch it wide.
Well, it was disappointing in the end from Rashford. Martial was on at the far post. Comes into Pogba, and in the end it's quite a tame shot. Keeper just able to let it go by his goal.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said yesterday that now we're into mid-March. It's not squeaky bum time like his gaffer used to say, but it does tighten up a bit. I think he's talking about the football. He had praise for Wolves' organisation too, in contrast to Maurizio Sarri, the Chelsea boss, last week, who was possibly a little ungracious with what he thought about their approach at Stamford Bridge.
Well, I mean, they're not going to make any apologies for the way that they play, and nor should they. Been a revelation since they come up from the Championship. I mean, it is a team, though, you have to say. They were playing in the Championship, most of these, but they could have been playing in the Champions League. Such is the quality of these players.
One of the first times they showed that in the Premier League in the early stages this season was at Old Trafford in September. A 1-1 draw. João Moutinho scored that day against then Jose Mourinho's United. Certainly didn't go there to defend that afternoon. Lingard. Matic. Shaw. Smalling. Darlow. Forced back all the time by Johnny Castro-Otto.
If you don't make a good touch, it seems that Wolves are really into you, aren't they? Forcing you backwards.
Shaw. Pogba. Martial. Didn't reach Rashford. Ruben Neves. Jimenez, he had to climb high to get to that one. Given away by Dendoncker, who's just held his hand up to apologise to teammates. Matic. Rashford. He's going to hit it. It's a routine enough save for John Ruddy. It just shows the sort of confidence that Marcus Rashford is playing his football with right now.
And why not? Rashford just testing the keeper from distance.
20 years old, 43 goals for Manchester United. That is 5 fewer than Wayne Rooney had at the exact age that Rashford is now. Rooney, of course, went on to score a record 253 for United.
Well, he's a wonderful talent, and now that he's playing more centrally, I'm sure he's going to add quite a few more goals to that tally. I think he's happier, though, when he's playing with another striker. He's up there particularly on his own a lot of the time at the moment. I'd like to see Martial get a little bit closer to him.
But couldn't stretch far enough. Back with Ruddy to just quicken his steps towards the ball. Up towards Diogo Jota. Smalling's in command there. And Herrera. Darlow. Portuguese in the Manchester United team. Wolves is like a little Portugal. The coaching staff and several of the players. Not exactly weather-wise in Wolverhampton today, though. Or indeed anywhere.
Certainly not, is it?
Smalling to Lindelof. Matic. Too much for Martial.
He's put too much pace on that, having lots of possession, Manchester United, but not been able to really break through yet.
Martial just back from a groin strain. Matic. Smalling. Stopped by João Moutinho. Lovely touch over the head of Lingard. And a nice turn and pass to Ruben Neves too. Dendoncker. Cody. Saiss. Jimenez. Well, it would have been a free kick, but the advantage is played.
Passing it beautifully, aren't they? Wolves, very important to them. They get touches on the ball.
João Moutinho, Diogo Jota behind him. João Moutinho had lined that up. Not that time. Jimenez taking the long way around Lindelof. Couldn't get around fully, but he has got Wolves a corner. They didn't manage a single one of those at Chelsea last weekend.
Good defending. Lindelof been a big improvement in that Manchester United defence since Solskjaer's been there.
Willy Bolly's just hanging around outside the penalty area for the moment. I would think he'll start to move. Number 15.
He's miles away, isn't he? He's almost like he's not interested.
Yeah, he's in a strange position at the moment. Now he goes. It's João Moutinho. It's going to be Saiss to head it. Sliced out of play by Marcus Rashford.
He's got that all wrong, hasn't he? Wolves, though, look very big and strong, don't they, from set pieces?
Curled in towards Jimenez. He can't get near. Darlow will now get the ball away for Manchester United. Ander Herrera. Oh, Darlow's sliced one now. Sergio Romero hasn't. It's a strange touch too from Roman Saiss, out for a gift of a throw for United.
I think the wind is playing a little bit of a part, especially with those long balls, you see.
Can't have a cup tie on the TV without a silver foil cup somewhere. Lingard. Matic. Smalling.
Almost just cancelling each other out at the moment, aren't they? It's like football chess here.
Lingard. Matic. Lingard. Cleared by Saiss. Lindelof. Pogba's lost the ball. Jimenez is lucky to keep it. Ruben Neves. Doherty. That looked risky, but well, it maybe would to somebody else, but Ruben Neves made it look relatively straightforward.
Well, that's his job. They bounce it into him. He either goes back to one of the back three or he goes forward. He's the link.
Jimenez. A little bit of hesitation from Lindelof. I think he was right to just delay, though. The bounce of the ball might have been difficult for him there. Martial. He has got past Ruben Neves. What next? Shaw. 3 in the box for Martial, outnumbered by 5 in old gold. Shaw, cleared by João Moutinho. Wolves throw.
It's all very predictable at the moment from United. Let's see Martial maybe come inside and Shaw overlap, just to mix it up a little bit on the sides.
Lindelof. Almost 2/3 of the ball has been at Manchester United's feet. Sergio Romero's had precious little to do. John Ruddy with just one comfortable save from Marcus Rashford's long range effort, which was just an early tester. Here is Rashford now testing Saiss and beating him. The pass beat Martial as well. Jimenez. Lovely footwork, lovely spatial awareness.
And he held on to it beautifully, didn't he, so his team could get out.
Johnny Castro Otto to Diogo Jota, who couldn't get his balance back. He'd gone past the ball.
Johnny there just in a bit of a rush to give it him.
Shaw. Shaw again. Good challenge, and the ball didn't have enough run on it to go out for a corner. Ruben Neves.
There was the overlap from Shaw. I think that might be the best way forward for United down that side.
Taken away from Lingard by João Moutinho. Ruben Neves has lost it. Matic. Pogba. Haven't seen the best of him tonight yet.
No, and it's just interesting there. Martial doesn't make the run. That's what Pogba's perplexed about. I think Martial really has got going yet. Hasn't broken sweat.
Bolly. Jimenez. Needed 3 to get around him and stop him.
That's what Matic does so well, doesn't he? He just comes back and smothers him. You've got to have those midfield players in front to protect the Manchester United defence.
cacophony of noise around the ground. United fans are trying to get Ollie at the wheel going. I'm sure they can hear it well in the Steve Bull stand, but every time they start, Wolves fans respond. Ander Herrera. Smalling to Shaw. Shaw. Matic. Rather sums up what we've seen so far.
Well, overplaying, aren't they? Just interesting looking at Lingard out there on the wing. Seems better coming out of there, going more centrally. He's got a free roll almost, not making the most of it.
He's not too impressed with what he's seen so far tonight. Wasn't worried about the defeated Arsenal last week. Actually said in quite blunt terms yesterday that they weren't poor at all. Well, they lost the game, but they weren't poor.
They were a bit unlucky, weren't they? Arsenal played very well, though, on the day.
Pogba. He's not been great tonight yet. He was 26 yesterday, birthday boy. 26, World Cup winners' medal already in his possession. Got it going on.
Well, this system's working very well for United out of possession, not quite working in possession at the moment.
Smalling. He's got the ball past Bolly. Now Rashford has to get the ball past him again. Corner, Manchester United.
Good play there from Smalling. Rashford making the run. Just that way to pass. Look, who said he can't pass the ball? Rashford trying to pick out Martial.
Shaw across to take the corner. He's got the option of Ander Herrera if he doesn't want to swing it in direct. I would think he would, though. Well, maybe not. Has gone for the short option. Herrera, Rashford, Shaw, Lingard across, and Martial finds the ball taken away from him by Dendoncker. Jimenez didn't get anything on it. Jota is chasing and forces Lindelof to put the ball out.
Really good defending there from Lindelof. He reads that especially well, doesn't go for the original challenge and makes his tackle well. Very intricate, wasn't it, from the corner there from Manchester United.
Johnny Castro-Otto with the Wolves throw. Jimenez. Ruben Neves. Doherty. Ruben Neves now to Willy Bolly. Cody. Diogo Jota. Johnny. Ruben Neves, quickly closed by Matic. Here's Dendoncker. Doherty. Ran straight into Luke Shaw, who was not budging out of his way, not 1 inch. Lingard beaten to it. Conor Cody with a brilliant rush to the ball. Diogo Jota. It's over Jimenez, and it won't reach Dendoncker, but it will be a Wolves corner.
Conor Cody reading the ball really well there. Pinches it and he has the pass outside of his right foot, by the way.
The Wolves captain stays back. It's left for Willy Bolly to go forward for the corners. Roman Saiz has wandered up there too. Interesting that Bolly always starts well outside the area and just casually wanders in. Now he's a little bit more mobile. Swung out of the box to Ruben Neves. Well, he doesn't hit many off target from all sorts of distances.
Well, that's a hell of an effort, isn't it? Hit that first time, coming at pace as well. Look how he just controls this nicely. Easy save, by the way, but nonetheless, it's good technique.
The 22-year-old Portuguese has scored 10 goals for Wolves. 8 of those have been struck from outside the penalty area. 2 have come from the penalty spot.
Well, we know what a wonderful talent he is. He just keeps getting better and better, doesn't he?
It's a detailed message being passed on to Marcus Rashford. Young striker getting tips from one of the best.
I think that's what Solskjaer does well, isn't it, with his team down there. I like Phelan as well, the calming voice, calming influence.
It's another Wolves throw. Martinho will leave it for Johnny Castro-Otto. Martinho away from Ander Herrera. Raul Jimenez. Neves again. Pogba across to get in his way. Doherty. Oh, it was mishit by Diogo Jota. He saw it late and he didn't make proper connection.
Exactly that. You can see there the anguish. I think it's Jimenez who gets in his way. Good play again, isn't it? Doherty put it straight in, and it just, I think he thinks he's going to control it. It comes to him late, and he just can't improvise. It was all right, actually, to be honest, to get anything on it.
It's just a tap back to Sergio Romero, who's made 2 saves in the last 2 minutes. Very easy ones.
It's a good chance, though, for him.
Efforts on target for Wolves, though.
It's come from Doherty as well, isn't he? Getting down that right-hand side. Flowing football that Wolves are capable of.
Lindelof. Smalling. Sure. Rashford. Pogba can't take it any further. Dendoncker just put the brakes on with Shaw running in towards him. Pace of the game was picked up though in general. Here's Lingard. Darlow. Lingard. There's Willy Bolly for company and knows about it. And Bolly forces him to put it out of play. Don't forget match of the day tonight. 10:20 BBC One. Highlights of today's 3 Premier League games. Following the news and providing this game doesn't go to extra time and maybe penalties. That's where we are at the moment, a third of the way through. Wolves legend Steve Bull, of course, is at Molineux. How did you used to fare against Steve Bull, Martin?
Had the pleasure of playing against him, actually. I think I got the better of him, though, on a couple of occasions.
I knew you'd say that.
He was coming to the end of his career, though, a fine player that he was.
Here's Rashford. It's taken from him by Dendoncker. Matic. Ander Herrera. Blocked by Johnny. Manchester United with a corner. 0-0 the score, 2-2 on corners.
Luke Shaw coming across. I'm sure this is going to be an in-swinger on this occasion.
Well, he fooled us with the last one by playing it down the line for Ander Herrera. Almost seems a waste of his time going across if he's not going to put it in with that left foot. Here's Rashford. Did he try to hit that one too hard?
Just missed it completely, didn't he? You admire his confidence.
Wolves fans enjoyed seeing that one go well wide. Plenty of them might enjoy seeing him score for England in the next batch of internationals coming up. I asked you about Steve Bull. How did you fare against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Silent assassin as he was. Quite a tough player, actually. He was always a bit, we were softened up a bit, weren't we, by Cole and York before he came on, and Sheringham. Had some options, didn't they?
Just a bit. Martial. And it has been ruled not to have gone out of play. Matic. Lindelof. Smalling. Smalling, right winger. Shame about the cross. Jimenez, shame about the header. Matic back at him. And Herrera. Lindelof makes sure he gets across between player and ball. Ruben Neves, and Jesse Lingard's virtually jumped on him. Wolves get on with it. Doherty. Dendoncker. João Moutinho's calling for the ball. Ruben Neves will have it first. Now Moutinho. Didn't go out again. João Moutinho. Hooks it back for Dendoncker. He's got time to look up before crossing. Luke Shaw's block.
Just couldn't find the quality, could he there, Dendoncker?
Another opportunity might knock for Wolves here, and it still might, because that's going to be a corner. Raul Jimenez is really working hard.
He is. He wriggles out of trouble there, doesn't he? Tricky customer. Pogba getting back for his team.
12 goals in the Mexican's last 24 games after scoring 2 in his first 10 for Wolves.
Just looking at Bolly there, he hangs out there, doesn't he? It's quite intimidating if you're marking him, because he's got quite a run up if he wants to take it.
When's he coming?
Exactly.
Where's he going to? Over it comes, and it was flicked away with Wolves fans howling for a penalty. It's cleared by Darlow. It's going to be a Manchester United throw-in. Nothing for Wolves. Ruben Neves will lead the charge towards Martin Atkinson here.
Well, all eyes are on Bolly, but it goes into that middle. Well, looks like there's a push there, doesn't it? There's a Dendoncker that ends up on the floor. Herrera,
Bolly,
I think it was it?
Bolly too, and Smalling had his arms wrapped around him.
Difficult for the officials there.
Here's Pogba. Darlow. And Herrera. Shaw. Matic. Martial. Martial lifts one over, wants Pogba to attack it. Comes to Darlow. Handball is the Manchester United shout. A corner's being given. Pogba, Herrera, Lingard, they're all coming in, surrounding the referee.
Yeah, I think it's Johnny, is it? His arms out. Well, we know what the remit is on that. Is he making himself bigger here? No, I think that's the back of the arm. He won't just be okay with this one.
It's Johnny Castro-Otto, hits the elbow. Manchester United, of course, who got that penalty in Paris, awarded against Presnel Kimpembe, brilliantly tucked away by Marcus Rashford. But things are different in Wolverhampton. Corner comes in and it's flicked. Just the faintest of touches from Lingard. Now, how quickly can Wolves go here? Diogo Jota. They're going very quickly over on the right. Jimenez. Manchester United back pretty sharply too.
Forced them back, haven't they? Manchester United, they know the remit, get back quickly. Here's the long diagonal.
Pogba. Bounces off Martial.
Well, it's the wrong ball because Lingard's making a really good run beyond him.
Thinking about that penalty shout, Martin, what's the difference? Is it because the one that was awarded in the Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain, Kimpembe had his arm just away from his body, it hit his elbow. That for me was Johnny Castro-Otto had his arm clamped by his side.
Yeah, I think that's what that's the difference. It's right next to him, isn't it? He's tucked in, the arm isn't out, he's not making himself really that much bigger.
No. Over from Johnny Castro-Otto. Space coming into the game. That's Lindelof who heads the ball behind. You can just get the feeling now that something's about to happen.
Well, it's that switch ball, isn't it, from Wolves? They just carve you open. Ball from one end of the pitch to the other. Doherty making that run forward as he does.
Martinho wipes the ball and looks for the sweet spot.
Can he find it?
Bolly again, starts outside. That menacing, languid walk. Looks as though he's not going to get involved at all. Now he's going. He nearly got to it. Cleared by Rashford. Diogo Jota. It's bounced in United's favour. Pogba. Oh, he's done well to keep it, and he's been taken out. That's going to be a free kick and a yellow card for Willy Bolly. And he can't have and doesn't have any complaints.
No, just putting the burners on there, Pogba. He's done it a couple of times now, gone with a bit of pace. Quick change of direction, through the gears. He just knocks it there and Bolly just takes him out.
That possibly gets the award, no matter which football match you've been watching today or matches, for most cynical tackle of the day. Pogba. Lindelof. Shaw. Martial. Dances between two, and then Roman Saez puts it behind for a United corner.
Saez does well there because Martial, very quick, tricky.
Diogo Dalot to take it. Like Shaw on the other side, he has an option down the line in Ander Herrera, and he's going to use it too. Dalot, now the angle for Herrera. Now the shooting chance, and it's gone from Rashford. And here's Martinho. That'll be cut out by Smalling, or it should have been, on his way back. Johnny turns it to Ruben Neves, who's slid it through for Diogo Jota. Saved by Sergio Romero. That's a great bit of goalkeeping.
Well, he's come out in a flash and really closed down the angle there, Romero.
And once more, Pogba has been taken out when just about getting into full big stride.
Well, that all came really from a very poor corner from Manchester United. This is the breakaway, another clumsy, cynical tackle. And you look at this now, and he manages to stay onside, Jota. And the keeper is on him in a flash. Look how far out he is. I mean, maybe he could have just lifted it over him, but I think he's surprised to see the keeper that high.
Sergio Romero does keep a high line when he's prowling around his penalty area, and it paid off for him there.
Well, I just think Manchester United just been a bit too intricate from their corners. They're very reluctant just to put the ball into the box. Really got caught out there looking to Rashford to hit one on the edge of the box, and shut down very well by Wolves.
Just to tidy up the housekeeping, I can confirm that Ruben Neves was booked for the tackle a moment ago on Pogba. There's Matic. Oh, lovely little sidestep past Neves, but he hasn't got a hold of his shot. The game's crying out for somebody to get a hold of it.
He knows there, doesn't he? Does everything right till he hits it. Just his standing foot lets him down.
Well, this was the best chance of the game so far, isn't it?
Well, it is, and as he's running through there, you know, it takes the wrong option for me there. I think he could lift that over the keeper. All credit to the keeper, by the way.
João Moutinho. Darlow. He's going to turn back and find Smalling. 1 minute of the first half to go, and then we're told as things stand another minute to be added on. Lingard, Herrera. I kind of don't want half-time. I know it's not been spectacular to watch, but it's getting better, and it might have to go through the gears again after the restart.
It's just starting to hot up a little bit, isn't it? One or two getting a bit tetchy in there.
Martial. Matic. Shaw.
Everything coming down that left-hand side for Manchester United.
John Ruddy is ready. Lindelof. Smalling. And we are into one additional minute at the end of the half. Jimenez bounces back to his feet, and he's held back by Matic, but it's advantage Wolves. And here's Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota is winding up the shot, deflected, corner for Wolves to end the half. And there's going to be a yellow card for Matic for the foul on Jimenez. He's only just back to his feet, and Wolves will want him up for this corner, which presumably will be the last act of the half.
Yeah, it's just a tackle there, isn't it? That counter-attack again from Wolves, doing it very well, by the way. Jota this time, just coming inside. I think it's worth having a crack from there. Gets the deflection for the corner.
They're booking for Matic, which means if Manchester United win this, I think that's his second booking in the FA Cup, so he won't play in the semi-final. Played in by João Moutinho. It's going to come for, well, it wasn't Ruben Neves, it was Doherty. Neves then closed by Rashford, and that will close the half. It's got better as it's gone on, I feel. And hopefully there'll be even more to enjoy in the second half. Wolves' best chance towards the end of the half. Diogo Jota seems surprised to see Sergio Romero right in his line of sight. Good save by the Manchester United keeper. John Ruddy's not had an awful lot of serious action.
Didn't pose enough threat towards Wolves, and as I said earlier, from a Man United point of view, they have to shift the ball quicker, take less touches on the ball.
Well, the Manchester United players are out on the field of play. No sign of Wolves players yet. Maybe they come out when they sing about them. They're doing it now. How do you see it going in?
Well, I think the Wolves, they shouldn't change their game plan. They should just, I think they should sit back and, I think, you know, Man United have got to get themselves going a bit. I think it's Wolves can do what they're doing, catch them on the break. They've had the best chances.
There they are. Little few jumps and a squat or two, and they'll be ready, Paul.
Yeah, they will be, and you know, they'll be confident. You know, the first half, we said before, me and Mike was saying, mate, no, they ain't really at it. So Wolves got to take a lot of confidence on that, and if they could just raise that extra 10% and get chances down the size of them, then they could win this game.
OK, we shall soon find out. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, will the magic run continue? Let's join Martin Keown and Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Gary. It's going to be Wolves to get the second half started. And just quickly, time for us to pass on our condolences whilst we're in the West Midlands, and all our thoughts to the family and many friends of West Bromwich Albion Club Secretary Simon Carrington, who passed away tragically young at just 34 yesterday after a battle with cancer. And all our thoughts with all at Albion. Luke Shaw. It's won by Dendoncker. It's Rashford, and he's going to get that. And Connor Cody is not going to get to him in time, but Rashford has put it wide. Cody covered enough ground to make it that little bit more difficult.
He did, but that's frightening pace, isn't it? Rashford started his second half straight out the blocks. It's the last thing you want as a defender, faced with that. Cody does enough, though, just manages to get across, but Rashford just can't wrap his foot around this enough.
So a chance within the first minute of the second half. That bodes well for what we're about to see. Manchester United look to have a little bit more hustle about them right from the off.
Well, they need to improve, don't they? I'm sure at half-time there was some harsh words from the manager, a bit more intent. Just looking at Martial is already playing much more centrally. I wonder if they're going to change their system slightly. No, he's out here on the left again.
Roman Saiz looking for Jimenez, and Sergio Romero has loads of time to sort that one out at his leisure. Smalling to Lindelof. Now Shaw. Martial's touch, Pogba. Ruben Neves couldn't get enough of the ball. Lingard with the drive straight against Cody. Jimenez. His hold-up play is excellent.
It is, isn't it? Outstanding.
Diogo Jota.
He doesn't do bad either, just maybe needs to improve on his goal tally.
Just 6 this season for Diogo Jota, including a hat-trick against Leicester in January.
His first goal didn't come, did it, till Christmas time?
He was Wolves' leading scorer last season as they came up, scored 18 in all competitions. Nobody in the penalty area here. Jimenez is making his way now, but the ball's gone the other way. Ruben Neves. He is, you know, he is. And he rarely needs a second invite.
No, he loves it, doesn't he? Windy conditions. As soon as he gets that ball, he's got one thing in mind. Just tees it up, it's just bending away. No danger there.
I mean, that is miles out.
It is, but you know, if you've seen some of the goals that this man has scored, it's quite remarkable. Maybe one not as far out as that, though.
He's got a good goal in the third round against Liverpool. John Ruddy's done really well there.
Exceptionally well. Look at the ball as well.
Offside Raul Jimenez, though. It's going to be a free kick for Manchester United. Well, Nuno was a goalkeeper himself. He knows what's good. He will have approved of that. Ruben Neves. Jimenez to Dendoncker, who's got a touch fortunate there. Cody. How he's come on as a footballer since being released by Liverpool.
Very much so. See how he just comes running out with the ball there when they put him under pressure. Knows how to react in that position.
Through towards Jimenez. Jimenez will have to do it by himself. Luke Shaw was keeping him company.
Takes the ball, doesn't he? Jimenez so well into his path, look, pointing where he wants it. Good first touch, and I think he gets lent on a little bit there by Shaw. Just gets his body across, just leaning backwards.
Shaw is a thick-set figure these days, and it's quite clear he does a lot of weight work.
He's been out injured, hasn't he, on and off for a long time. I suppose he's been in the gym bulking up a bit.
Ruben Neves. Had to wait too long to receive the ball there.
They're real technicians in there, Neves. What a lovely little chip that he put in there. Floated little pass. Great technique.
For all that, Martin, watching Wolves, do you get the feeling that there's so much ability, they could actually be even better?
Well, they are. I think what they're doing, they're just allowing Manchester United to have the ball, and they're very deep. And it's a big ask to get up and alongside those strikers coming from deep, particularly with their midfield players. They're great with the ball and really got a runner in there, have they, that runs. Dendoncker is asked to do that. I'm not sure he's quite got the legs to join every time.
Back with Chris Smalling. It's just the smell of a little bit more intensity from both teams since half-time. And there's still mistakes like that.
Yeah, Matic there, inexcusable, giving the ball away.
Mistakes like that too. Bolly with an aimless loft.
Well, everybody's coming towards him and he's tried to play it into the channel, and then you can look stupid.
Shaw. Rashford. Rashford sliding through on the follow-through has caught Dendoncker, and he's caught the attention of Martin Atkinson too. He's going to get a yellow card here, and like Matic before him, if Manchester United go on and win and get through to Wembley to the semi-final, he won't be playing in it. No, huge miss.
It is, and it's Cody as well that pinches it brilliantly, and then Rashford reacts, and then he goes in with 2 feet. You can't really question that booking. Look, he's out of control there.
Romelu Lukaku currently out with a foot injury. I don't think that's long-term, but Roberto Martinez has already said that it's going to rule him out of Belgium's games over the next fortnight.
Big miss, Lukaku, who's just coming into top form.
Jimenez. Dendoncker. Pogba got a touch to it. And it's going to go behind for a Wolves corner. And the volume rises around Molineux. Raul Jimenez, biggest fan. He's another big fan. Willy Bolly again with that casual gum-chewing stroll towards the penalty area. João Moutinho in. Too high for Bolly. Oh, that looked like a super save by Sergio Romero. Flicked onto the bar and over to keep out Raul Jimenez.
Well, it's a wonderful ball in, isn't it? What a header this is, and look, fantastic save from the goalkeeper. Fingertip stuff. Really is. What a reaction that is.
What a man to have in reserve. João Moutinho. Martial couldn't get past Doherty. João Moutinho. Pogba. Martial claims a push from Doherty. The game is allowed to go on, and Pogba is caught there by João Moutinho.
I think it was a foul on Martial initially.
Matic. Back with Lindelof. Shaw. Pogba. And De Herrera. Matic. Lingard. Herrera just managed to dig it out to Pogba. Shaw. Martial. Shaw got it into the feet of Pogba. Cody's there to win it.
So many bodies back there, isn't it? Manchester United going down the middle. Too much traffic there, I'm afraid.
Played straight out by Victor Lindelof. Wolves throw.
Well, I mean, you have to say De Gea is the goalkeeper, but this fella, what about that for a save? He's certainly earning his money this evening. He knows a thing or two about goalkeeping. He can't believe it either.
Two superb saves from Sergio Romero in the game. The 32-year-old Argentinian who was in goal at the 2014 World Cup final for his country, but has been a backup for some years at Sampdoria, and ever since he came to Manchester United. He's better than that. Here's Raul Jimenez. Ruben Neves. João Moutinho. Doherty wants it wide, and he nearly got it too. Via Neves' shot that was blocked as soon as he hit it.
Well, if you give him an inch, he's going to shoot, isn't he? You stand off him.
On the ball again, Ruben Neves. And it was left by Raul Jimenez, and coming in was Diogo Jota, but not quite at the right speed.
This time, though, he read it, didn't he? Just couldn't get on the end of it. Just watch Jimenez there, just how clever he is. He knows, look, doesn't touch it. Great ball in again once more.
So that, to me, is where the way offside is viewed these days is a bit of an ass of a law, because the cross comes in, he's got to be active, hasn't he?
Correct.
He's in the line of vision of Smalling and Romero.
I'm sure VAR, if we'd have needed it there, would have cleared that one up.
How sure?
I'm pretty sure. Let's have some confidence in them.
You're doing better than me. João Moutinho. Across to Doherty. Wolves on the up here. Raul Jimenez. Back to Doherty. Jimenez. João Moutinho. His turn to have a go, and his turn to bring the best out of Sergio Romero.
Well, he's been asked the question again. Moutinho, look at this for quality. Look, keeper scampering across his goal. Fingertips again.
Pretty half-hearted closing by Ander Herrera.
Well, exactly. I don't think he thought he was going to shoot.
Manchester United's man of the match at the moment. João Moutinho to put the corner in. That's a disappointing one. Easy for Rashford. Martial. Pogba. Darlow had to get around the ref. João Moutinho. Matic takes charge. Dropping ever deeper though. Saiz.
He's having to, isn't he? It's all Wolves in this second half.
Willy Bolly. Ruben Neves. Long-range shooting better than long-range passing at times.
Just rushed that one a little bit, Neves.
Wolves fans sense, though, that this is their team's time. Best of the rest in the Premier League right now. 7th place at start of play today, anyway. And they've had 5 times as many shots as Manchester United on target in the game tonight. They've actually done really well against the top 6, relatively speaking. They've won 2. They've beaten Spurs and Chelsea this season. Shaw through to Rashford. Roman Saiz had a hold of him. Rashford is back at him. Rashford has to keep his temper under control on a booking. Raul Jimenez. And he's taken Shaw out. Advantage given. Ander Herrera. Pogba. Martial. Martial threads it in. Rashford didn't get anything. It's back with Ander Herrera. Pogba. Shaw's back to his feet. Martial. Shaw down. Ball out.
Well, it's really the first time we've seen something apart from the very beginning of the second half when Rashford run through. First time Manchester United have been in this half at all.
Lindelof. Smalling. Ander Herrera. Lingard. Lindelof. Pogba. Shaw. Trying to walk the ball into the penalty area.
They're overplaying down this left-hand side particularly. Shaw's a lot better when he just knocks it out of his feet and gets those crosses in.
Lingard now to Herrera. Darlow. Herrera's forced back to Chris Smalling. Herrera. Matic. There's just no way through, but they're creeping there, Manchester United. And that one's cut out by Ruben Neves, and Jota is taken out by a slide from Ander Herrera. An ill-judged slide that's got him a yellow card.
Yeah, I think he knows exactly what he's doing here. He's frightened of Wolves on the break. It just knocks it through his legs and takes him out.
Bit of a slip and a slide to come to his defence slightly, but I think he knew what the outcome would be.
Manchester United just don't seem to be able to get Pogba on the ball, do they? At any moment, he's playing very central in there, and they're almost trying to force it through the middle.
Do they need to get him further upfield more often?
I think so. He's certainly not at his best. He's had good moments driving with the ball, but they can't find him. He can't find space tonight.
Volley. Played out by Johnny Castro-Otto. Quick reminder for you that tonight, 10:20, BBC One Match of the Day will have highlights of today's 3 Premier League games. That's following the news, but it's also providing this game doesn't go to extra time and penalties, which is where we are right now. And then tomorrow, it is the final FA Cup quarter-final for you. Into the Lions' Den. Millwall host Brighton. That's from 1:40 on BBC One, with the semi-final draw to follow. Manchester City are in it. Watford are in it. Manchester United and Wolves in it for now, but they won't be by the end of tonight. Well, one of them won't be. Lingard's hobbled away from a challenge that has brought about a United free kick.
He just gets caught by Neves there. In fairness, the ball bounces up, doesn't it, from his touch? Look, just bounces up and then it's a foul. No excuse.
Incidentally, talking about match of the day tonight, if you haven't seen the scores, I've always wanted to say that, there's some cracking action for you. Only 3 games, but plenty going on. Shaw. Out comes Ruddy. Another, we've talked about Sergio Romero, there's another really handy number 2 keeper.
For sure, named in the Championship Team of the Year, wasn't he, last year? Patricio coming in.
Yeah, talk about unlucky. 24 clean sheets in the Championship last season, but then ruled not quite good enough for the top flight, or not as good as Rui Patricio.
No, Patricio, though, what a signing he was, £16 million. You think of what's been spent on goalkeepers. They've got 2 outstanding ones here.
Luke Shaw. Rashford looked offside. Flag has stayed down for now. And Rashford has been fouled. Free kick for United.
It's interesting there because he did look offside. Doesn't look like they're going to give it.
No, it's a United free kick.
There's no doubt about the foul on him.
No doubt at all.
No, just straight through the back.
And there's a point. Assistant referee's encouraged when VAR's in operation to keep the flag down, but when it doesn't result in a goal and it leads to a free kick that might come to a goal, oh, we'll leave that talking point for later.
And this is going to be one of Rashford's wicked crosses coming in here, I feel.
Rashford was wicked, wasn't it? Didn't get a touch though. There was a Wolves flick, it seems, because it's a United throw.
Well, that could have gone anywhere, couldn't it? Rashford blasting that across the goal. Really is a wicked ball.
Darlow. Good leap from Johnny. Diogo Jota, he's ganged up on. It's a good challenge by Diogo Dalot there. One of the challenges in there wasn't good though in the rescue. Free kick Wolves.
Well, he's going to have to be careful now. He's been booked, hasn't he? He's had a kick. He's had a little kick there as well.
I think there was a bit of revenge there on Johnny. He felt Johnny Castrotto had fouled him in the first place.
Well, Johnny was running through on goal, I think you'll find there. That's more likely why he wants to do it.
A long way to go.
Yes, but he's got to be careful, Herrera.
Over to Doherty. He's got his angry head on Ander Herrera. Doherty beaten by Shaw. Pogba. Didn't even look likely to get past Jean Coutinho. And here's Diogo Jota. Jimenez. Rides the challenge of Matic to shoot. Shaw. It's as lively as it's been right now. Jesse Lingard. And he didn't look really likely to get past Ruben Neves there either. Throw for Wolves.
Did well there, Neves, didn't he? Lingard maybe not quite as sharp as we've seen him earlier in the season.
He looks fit enough though. He's lasted 3/4 of the game now.
United warming up their substitutes, are they? No. Just got out there.
No real attacking options for United on the bench tonight.
No.
There's Diogo Jota. Here is Jean Coutinho with Jimenez to the left. Darlow. Back with Jean Coutinho. Ruben Neves. Can he find a way across to Doherty? He's done that. Said, didn't we, at the start? Cody to Doherty, Neves to Doherty. It's a well-trodden Wolves route.
And these wing-backs are really pulling all those Manchester United players back, aren't they? Martial reluctantly there, trying to track the run of Doherty.
Ruben Neves. Doherty. Once again, that combination. Jimenez. Anything in that. Ander Herrera seemed to bar the run of Diogo Jota, who's not complaining too much.
I don't think there's anything wrong. That's what Herrera does do well, by the way. Filling in his midfield. Look, great little ball. Jimenez just blocks the run off.
You would always say good defending, wouldn't you?
For sure.
Johnny. Here's Doherty. A measured ball in. Chris Smalling timed his jump. Jean Coutinho. Coutinho's got through. Jimenez can't get it out of his boots. Now Jimenez. He's got it into the net. from the team in the old gold. Rich pickings for Raul Jimenez right now. And Wolves are 20 minutes away from an FA Cup semi-final.
Well, that man, Jimenez, he just would not be denied. I mean, when it comes back into him, initially, it's almost like it gets stuck under his feet. But look at this, for brilliant approach play here. I mean, how does he get through here? Great bit of trickery. Picks out the pass and he can't get it out of his feet. He swivels on it and he hits the back of the net. It's a wonderful strike from him. Coutinho there, I think, going through. Great bit of skill. Doesn't he do well? Just sticks at his task, pulls the trigger, and he puts his team in front.
And he finds a way past the brilliant Sergio Romero. A goal for Nuno's Wolves. Raul Jimenez has put in a classic number 9 performance tonight. Persistence pays off.
They did, and didn't they deserve that, Guy? The way that they've started this second half, they've been magnificent, really. They just one attack after another. Romero's been quite brilliant in goal as well, you have to say.
Manchester United made a change in the immediate aftermath of the goal. It's a rhyming change. Off Herrera, on Pereira. Martial. United throw. Martial. Down. Free kick just outside the box. One thing we do know, Martin, Manchester United will come at Wolves now.
They will. They've got a proud history as well, haven't they? Doherty there making the foul. Look, I think he's anxious to make that challenge before he gets into the box, Martial. This will be Rashford probably once more.
Andres Pereira is the other player who's only just walked onto the field. Scored a stunning goal against Southampton at the beginning of the month, 2 weeks ago. It is going to be Andreas Pereira, and it's straight into the wall, which was built of stout stuff. Lingard. Shaw. Pereira. Andres Pereira has got the shot in, and again John Ruddy has such good awareness of where his posts are. He pulled his hand away.
Yep, you have to say it's not a bad effort. It's a player coming off the bench with lots of confidence, but the keeper not being troubled there.
One of the reasons for the change, well, there are a number of reasons. Ander Herrera just coming back from a hamstring injury will be one, but his booking will have been another, because the eyes had started to go a bit as well.
They certainly had. It's a good decision to take him off.
Lindelof, Matic. What a noise at Molineux. Home of Wolverhampton Wanderers for 130 years.
Guy, the team is really responding, aren't they, at the club here? And there's been a lot of barren years, you have to say. When was the last time they won a trophy? 1980?
League Cup, Nottingham Forest, Andy Gray and all that, Emlyn Hughes. And Wolves haven't been in an FA Cup final since winning it in 1960. Beat Blackburn 3-0 that day, side captained by Bill Slater, who sadly died in December, age 91. Jerry Harris and Ron Flowers still living.
I think, though, the fans sense, don't they, this is their best team for some years.
Well, they have been talking, this is the best Wolves side since the great Stan Cullis team. Matic. United corner. Of course, we can't talk about Wolves and FA Cup finals just yet. They aren't even in the semi yet. 15 big minutes left. In from Darlow. Bolly was there for it. And another one will come in from Darlow shortly. Just absolutely in total control of himself.
Well, exactly, and they look very comfortable at the moment. It's going to have to be some ball in, isn't it, to beat those defenders.
Andreas Pereira. As the scoreline stands, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer heading for a second defeat in a row. Diogo Jota. Trying to get past Shaw, and he has got past Shaw. Jota gets past Romero too. Wolves are getting past Manchester United. Wembley beckons for the Wolves. When this team comes at you on the counter, they come at you hard and quick.
Well, Jota there, you can sense him. He knows, doesn't he? He's fired up. He sees Luke Shaw there, putting that ball back in, and he comes out. What about his pace here, by the way? Absolutely fantastic. Turns Shaw inside out. What a great finish at the end of it. The near post to beat the keeper. Plenty of power. Pace in that shot. What a finish.
His 7th goal of the season. What a noise there was to greet it. Maybe Sergio Romero might have done a little bit better with that one, but it was on him so quickly. Look at that.
Wow, that spirit. Look at the players celebrating. Had a good chance, didn't he, in the first half, didn't take it. Wasn't going to miss this one. They're so fired up, these Wolves players.
You talked about them at the start, Martin. Strike partnerships are coming back into fashion, and these two are a good one.
They love playing with one another as well, don't they? You know, look for one another.
Luke Shaw. And John Ruddy will gather it. Wolves looked a little ruffled at the back there.
Well, it's a ball in, isn't it? Shaw finally putting one in without thinking about it. Test them.
Bolly. Raul Jimenez is on the move again. Lindelof is trying to track him. That's a good bit of defending.
It is. Jimenez, though, is such a willing runner, isn't he? They only know one way to play here at Wolves. They want to attack whenever they can.
I've seen him play several times for Mexico at World Cup. Seen him play for Benfica, where he was a substitute more often than not, and thought, he's all right. He's better than all right.
Well, he certainly hasn't. He picked up what the FA Cup means as well, because they played with such a passion today, Wolves. Both front players.
Up towards Raul Jimenez once more. Chris Smalling is watching that carefully. Sergio Romero won't get to it. Listen to the roar from the Sir Jack Hayward stand. That's the stand Wolves are attacking. They suck that ball into them.
Well, it looks like just a punt up the pitch, but Neves has put a great ball in there again. Jimenez making the run, forcing the error from Smalling.
Mexican wrestler's mask, and the thumbs up given to Raul Jimenez. They haven't seen something like this for quite a few years. They maybe haven't seen it at all. And I wish we hadn't seen that at all. It's cold, really. They'll be happy to look at the scoreboard and see that. And Wolves are only hungry for more. João Moutinho. Back with Ruben Neves. He'll still shoot. He will shoot from anywhere, anytime.
So confident, aren't they, Wolves? They're given this licence to play with freedom. You have to say their manager He's giving it them. Jimenez here. This is the turn. Look at that. Gets it beautifully right. Defenders all around him. Doesn't matter. When he connects with that, it's a certain goal.
Two fine finishes from Wolves. Two strikers. Into the 80s in terms of minutes now. It's back to even before the 80s for Wolves. Anthony Martial. Nemanja Matic. Last time Manchester United were here was in 2012 in the Premier League, and they won 5-0. It was 5-0 by this stage. They're crashing out of the FA Cup tonight. And Lindelof went crashing into the tackle there. And it's going to be a straight red card. Well, that is surely it. Victor Lindelof shown red. VAR will check it. But Diogo Jota's beaten him to it.
Not sure that's a red, by the way.
It looks a little on the harsh side.
It is, I think. If he gets there, look, he gets to the ball. I know people are going to say, no, look, he's taken his legs, but...
Well, he's gone thundering in.
He has. I thought he was there. Maybe he missed the ball and then he's gone a bit high.
Martin Atkinson gave the straight red. Victor Lindelof's being told now that the video assistant referee is having a look, and they will judge whether this was a clear error. I suppose it's a question of judgment. And looking at it in slow motion doesn't really tell us the full picture.
No, I think it's the other leg, though, isn't it, that takes his opponent out. This is whether he gets contact on that ball first.
Lindelof would be wise not to continue the conversation with Wolves players. It's Matt Doherty who's got him on the end of the fishing line there. Martin Atkinson said there, it's his trailing leg.
Trailing leg, yeah.
When you see it like that, dangerous challenge, is it?
It is. Of course it's a dangerous challenge. It's whether he gets to the ball or not first. And okay, you might say that doesn't matter.
It comes down to a judgment call. I'm not sure you can reverse that as a clear error. But that's what Chris Kavanagh is watching, and Chris Kavanagh has decided that it should be a yellow card and that was on the harsh side. So there we go. VAR in operation, yellow card for Victor Lindelof, and Manchester United keep a full complement on the field. Well, really important with 7 minutes plus time added on.
Yes, it was. To be honest, my gut instinct, my first instinct was that it wasn't a red card. So I'll go with the VAR for that.
Sighs of relief from the Swede. Are you happy you've just seen VAR working well?
I'm sure that everybody else will be going against it, but I thought they've done okay there, VAR.
11 v 11, Wolves 2, Manchester United 0. It was one of those, wasn't it? The more you looked at it, the more I thought, oh, this could be a red card.
Yes, and I think it's good as well. It's, you know, in the VAR, are they seeing that in slow-mo, or are they seeing that in the full speed that the referee would have seen it as well?
Doherty's throw. Wolves corner. There doesn't seem to be a way out or a way back for United right now.
Just at the moment, they're managing their game beautifully, and that foul, actually, the red card that wasn't, came from Pogba being robbed in possession, not moving the ball quick enough. And Wolves really like terriers, weren't they? All round the ball, getting it back quickly.
How's your Portuguese, Martin? I think that says, Ruben Neves, can I have your shirt? But that's a total guess. João Moutinho with the corner. Headed by Pogba. Nice little back header off the back of the shoulders from Raul Jimenez. Doherty. Diogo Jota. in a hurry to keep it alive. Then Donker had made a little run for him away, but it's back instead. Now it's across to Doherty. Great stuff, Wolves.
Doherty just loves it, doesn't he, in this Wolves team? People finding him.
Jimenez. Here's Diogo Jota. Cross towards Doherty. Then Donker was trying to touch it back to Ruben Neves. Instead, it's United up towards Rashford, and Rashford is caught by Cody. Free kick, another yellow card coming too.
Cody just flying in there, knows he's got to get to Rashford quickly, but just gets that one all wrong.
Booking for the leader of the Wolves pack. 2 United changes. Mata for Matic. They do like these changes that keep the names similar. Something different now, though, because Jesse Lingard is off and Scott McTominay has come on. Manchester United need some magic from Juan Mata. He's the attacking substitution made. Wolves change as well. Now this could cause a problem for a tiring Manchester United defence, because the flying machine's coming on. Adama Traore, who can be anything. Well, and Diogo Jota's getting a hero send-off.
And rightly so. He's been magnificent today. Gets his goal. Look at the applause he's getting. That's what it means. They mean to him, the fans. Last year's top goal scorer. He's still here making himself heard. By the way, this fella can run, can't he, Traore?
Doesn't always make the correct decisions at the end of the runs, but wow, can he shift, terrorises defenders.
Described him as a Ferrari with a learner driver at the wheel at times.
I've heard you say that. Held by Ruddy. Ruddy with the punt up towards Traore. Lindelof heads away. That's Andreas Pereira. Mata. Luke Shaw. Martial. Pogba. Smalling to Andreas Pereira. A slip and a stumble from Pereira. Jimenez trying to go again. And it stayed in. He is still going.
He's on fire, isn't he?
Traore. Traore's got the chance here to shoot. He didn't take it.
Done well, hasn't he? Made the right selection.
Ruben Neves, it's sidestepped by Jean Moutinho, or rather, nutmegged himself. Oh, Wolves are getting the Olays now.
Well, it's Calypso football now, isn't it? Look, pass it, move, everybody suddenly wants it.
Johnny. All the way across towards Doherty.
What a ball that was.
Then Donker. Oh, what will this sound like to Manchester United?
Well, when you think what they did to PSG on their own patch, and what Wolves are doing to Manchester United, it gives you some level of the quality of this performance today. No one's going to want to play Wolves in the next round.
Ruben Neves. Out to Doherty. This has been a tremendous spell of keeping the ball for Wolves. And there it ends, of course, as soon as I say it. Martin, we've got, well, seconds left of the 90. I think there's going to be another 5 minutes added on. Who's your nomination for man of the match?
Well, Jimenez for Wolves has been absolutely magnificent. Turning point was the goal. Quality throughout, been magnificent.
Here's Adama Traore. There's only Jimenez ahead of him at the moment. Traore. Right idea. Wrong way. So there are at least 5 more minutes. Manchester United have done this before, don't we know that? They just tonight, by and large, have rarely looked like doing it.
No, it's right. I don't think the system has helped them really, particularly. Almost been overly concerned with stopping Wolves and haven't been able to do it.
Pogba, who has not had one of his nights. Or maybe he has.
Just not been effective, Pogba.
Andreas Pereira. Pogba. Rashford. Not quite gone for him either. Manchester United then are left with chasing the top 4 finish and the Champions League. Barcelona
refuses to give up, doesn't he, Solskjaer?
It's happened for him too many times, instigated by him. I'm sure a trip to the Camp Nou in the Champions League quarter-finals will bring back so many memories for him. One huge one. Andreas Pereira. There's Lindelof. Here's Martial. Mata. Manchester United need a goal now to have any hope. Martial. Andreas Pereira, stopped by Moutinho. I think Manchester United wanted the free kick rather than the advantage call.
They do, but they're being contained very well here. This is Wolves, this is the defensive side of Wolves. Everybody tucks back in, back 5 goes into position.
Smalling over to Luke Shaw. Martial. Throw in for Wolves.
It's been disappointing, hasn't he, Martial? Often coming too deep. Like to see him play more as a twin striker. Not tonight, though.
There's going to be another change made. And I think Raul Jimenez is going to be the player to go off. Elder Costa's coming on. Traore. He's getting away from Lindelof. Smalling prevents the run from getting into top speed. Mata. Martial. Pogba. Pogba. Pass to Shaw. It's over McTominay. Darlow wants it edge of the box. Here's Diogo Darlow. And that's a trip. That's a free kick. That's a yellow card.
Foul on Moutinho, edge of the box. Darlow can have no complaints there. They were away again, weren't they, Wolves, on that counter-attack? Their game plan's been absolutely perfect, hasn't it? The way they're managing the game now, Wolves. The expansive play they played throughout this second half.
Raul Jimenez looks across to the touchline and sees his number 9 on the board. Here's the goal that made it 1-0.
Well, nobody getting tight enough to him. Makes that look easy. Can't stop scoring.
So the Mexican international goes off. He's now scored 13 goals in his last 25 Wolves games. He got 2 in his first 10, so he eased himself into the English style of play. And he's now a feared forward in the Premier League and, of course, in this FA Cup. And it's another man from Portugal who comes to the Molineux party now. Elder Costa is off the bench. Pogba. Wolves have another change left, and they're going to make it if they can, even though there are only seconds remaining. Martial to Shaw. Shaw. He's pulled it across. Rashford! Manchester United have won. It doesn't look as though there's going to be time for 2.
Well, finally, Luke Shaw runs with freedom. This is what he's good at, Luke Shaw. Look at him there, getting down that left-hand side, He's forced into crossing it, and then Rashford does the rest. Turns on that one beautifully. Can they?
Well, it's got to happen immediately. The board said 5. We've now played over 5 minutes of additional time. Wolves are rugby-style kicking for touch, as high up the field as they can get it. Juan Mata's just inquiring of Martin Atkinson. How long? How quickly do we have to do this? Pogba. Wolves win. And Wolves get into the FA Cup semi-finals for the first time since 1998. A brilliant display to knock Manchester United out. Raul Jimenez 1-0. Diogo Jota made it 2 shortly afterwards. Marcus Rashford's goal, barely consolation for a United side who've now lost 2 games in a row. For Wolves, well, they're dreaming of silverware for the first time since 1980. And the Nuno revolution continues. It's going to be hi-ho Wolverhampton all the way to Wembley. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Manchester United 1.
What a season Wolverhampton Wanderers are having. They're through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, as Guy said, for the first time in over 20 years. And what a job Nuno Santos is doing, isn't he? Eh?
Brilliant. They thoroughly deserve it. They were much the better team.